did you actually see the ball touch the wire by your own eyes?
Many on the bench reacted immediately. So I was not.
One flashpoint changed the entire tenor of this match, and now everyone's asking the same thing. Did a refereeing blunder cost Norway their shot at the World Cup semi-final? Or is the anger running ahead of the actual facts? The England-Norway quarterfinal has become the talk of the tournament after a series of contentious calls that fans believe swung the result.
I just want to remind you of the laws. Once the goal is given and VAR has reviewed it and said it's a goal, then that's it. They can't go back. They can't go back 5 minutes later and hit the wire. So in theory, if it was all done properly, VAR would have checked from that moment.
Yeah, exactly.
And there would have been evidence, and clearly there wasn't.
It all traces back to the closing seconds of first-half stoppage time at Miami Stadium. Norway had gone in front 1-0 courtesy of a clinical finish from Andreas shoulder-up in the 36th minute, holding their own against one of the pre-tournament favorites. Moments later, Norwegian keeper Ørjan Nyland launched a long clearance downfield. What followed was chaos. First, replays appeared to show the ball brushing against an overhead camera rig, something rarely if ever seen in a match of this magnitude. And then a second flashpoint involving Erling Haaland that VAR later flagged as a missed call.
One of them, but many of them.
What do you make of FIFA's communique saying that the chip that was able to detect?
England's players reacted instantly, pointing to the sky and pressing French referee Clement Turpin to halt play. Norway's response was just as immediate. Haaland, Nyland, and the bench were all adamant the ball had clipped the suspended wire above the pitch. They pushed for a stoppage, but Turpin waved play on. England pounced. Anthony Gordon picked up the loose ball out wide, drove inside, squared it to Jude Bellingham.
About the equaliser from England, obviously, it looked like it hit the wire. FIFA then released footage of the snickometer that they...
And the Real Madrid midfielder slotted it past Nyland to draw level right before the break. The backlash intensified once fans dug up EFOB Law 9, which states that if the ball strikes an outside object, like a hanging camera system, the match should be paused and restarted with a dropped ball. Following the game, FIFA published data from its ball tracking system, claiming there had been no contact with the wire at all. Rather than settle things, that only poured fuel on the fire. Supporters were quick to ask how a system built to catch the faintest touches could somehow miss something so visible on replay. The conversation has kept spreading ever since, with people split over whether it was the tech, the officiating, or simply the camera angle that failed to tell the whole story.
Touched by a hair.